So I think everybody pretty much universally agrees that one of the standouts of the new Superman movie is Mr. Terrific, aka Michael Holt. And I thought it would be fun to look at his first appearance. Michael Holt, not Terry Stallone, the original Mr. Terrific, happens to be a legacy character, which is important because the theme of the comic. Holt's first appearance is in an issue of The Spectre. Grieving his wife, he is very much contemplating jumping off of a bridge. Now, Michael gets harassed by some street kids, and the Spectre stops both them and him from jumping off the bridge. I've always liked the Spectre. He was created by Superman co-creator Jerry Siegel. He's fun because he's essentially, what if a slasher villain was a superhero? He is maybe one of the darkest anti-heroes in DC Comics. And more importantly for this story, he was actually quite good friends with the original Mr. Terrific. Most of this comic is made up of the Spectre telling Michael about the life of Mr. Terrific. A lot about Mr. Terrific. How, like Michael, he came about because of a personal tragedy that made him feel powerless. Decided to try and do something about this. And how even though he was a pretty great superhero, he felt so useless that he just couldn't do anything compared to the super powerful figures that existed around him. Drew into himself. Then at a Justice Society of America, Justice League get together, something happened. He tried one last time to prove himself, and it just didn't work, and he got killed for it. It turns out it was Jay Garrick, the original Flash, but he was actually being possessed by a figure known as the Spirit King. And this sets off an epic fight between the JSA and the Spirit King possessed Jay Garrick as they try and save him and stop the Spirit King from summoning forth an ancient evil. During their fight with the Spirit King, he brings forth back the dead body of Mr. Terrific. In a last-second turnaround, the spirit of Mr. Terrific returns and manages to save them all. He realizes this anxiety he had about being outclassed, it didn't really matter. People loved him, and he belonged with them. I don't know, man. It kind of got to me. I actually did tear up at this a little bit. I don't know why. I think it was just sweet. I don't have any previous connection to this character. It's nice. It's a good, simple character arc. In fact, I think this shot in particular is really amazing. And maybe it's a little bit about these street-level pulp heroes who got squeezed out after the more fantastical heroes in comics showed up. Decent little character arc story told sweetly. When I went to see the Superman movie, I teared up at the Fantastic Four trailer. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just going through stuff now. The fact that he finally realized that people loved and cared about him, that it didn't become clear until he died. It's just good writing, man. I don't know what to say. It's just good writing. That there's always places you're loved, that there's always places you're accepted. I know the message is a little bit trite, but basically it says that a man can make a difference. And the story inspires him to take up the mantle of fair play and Mr. Terrific. I didn't expect that the original Mr. Terrific would actually get a really nice send-off, but honestly, this was a really nice issue that perfectly set up Michael as Mr. Terrific's successor. And really, this is the exact story Michael needed to hear. The opening, he talks about how powerless he felt, how even though he's accomplished all these amazing things, just this random accident took away the person he loved most in the world. And taking up this title gives him a direction. He's not only going to be a superhero, but he's going to make sure that the world plays fair. Fine, you're a good writer. Happy?